Hello, Rosie McFrozen here, and I am back doing another Cars Diecast review. This time around is definitely one of my I don't want to say most anticipated, but this is definitely one of my most favorite reviews to do, just simply because I love this guy. This is the XRS Rocket Racers Lightning McQueen. This is brand new for 2020. I actually just picked him up at Walmart yesterday. First time I've actually seen him in his store, actually. And he's definitely really cool. Also this is also actually another car that's actually been made in Vietnam. Which I'll get into in a little bit. But first, obviously, as usual, we're going to take a look at the packaging first. And here is the packaging. Obviously, got the new Rocket Racing logo. McQueen obviously speeds through what appears to be mountains. Definitely really like this artwork. Here's the back. And oddly enough, it actually only shows him on the back instead of the whole lineup. If you watch RC Cars 5's review of the Rocket Racers, like all of the Rocket Racers, I'll link to it in the description below. But it actually shows all of the racers on the back, as well as the description of the series. Instead here, it only shows him. It also shows his name in a bunch of different languages. Which, from what I've seen, they only do that on releases outside of the US, which I find a little strange. And actually, I also want to show the evolution of the XRS series. Here we got drag racing, and we got mud racing. Just look at the evolution of this. Get him back up a little bit. So you can see he's obviously in Thunder Hollow. You can see that right there. But it's obviously got a white background, which is a little boring. This one's actually pretty cool, where he's actually looks like he's racing through like a little stadium. And see the lights, a little bit of smoke. And then here he is right here with the Rocket Racer. He's speeding what appears to be a mountainous area. To be honest, I actually kind of like the... it's actually a type. It's actually really close. It's definitely between these two. I mean, I love the drag racing look. But the rocket racing one... Sorry. Whew. But the rocket racer look... It's just really simple. And plus, I obviously love how it looks in the mountains. So, I'd say it's a really close one between the between the rocket racing and drag racing. But I actually love them all. Right here, you can see what I mean. On both of these, they actually show the rest of the series and the description. Whereas here, they only show McQueen on the back and his name in a bunch of different languages. Which, again, I find a little weird. Because they only do that on releases outside of the US. Now, two, his names here are in English, whereas on this one, they do it in a bunch of different languages. But, what are you gonna do? So I got this at Walmart yesterday for $5.97, which is actually a little bit more expensive than the usual $4.97 for these extra series. But in my opinion, I would say it's definitely worth it. Now, before we even take a look at McQueen, I want to look at this blast wall that he comes with, or pit stop barrier, technically. This is actually the first quote-unquote pit stop barrier that I've actually gotten. If you want to see the full comparison of this with the previous pit stop barriers, again, the link to RC Cars 5's Rocket Racer unboxing and review is in the description below. It's got the new 95 for the Rocket Racer. XRS looks like it's actually speeding towards the X because it's going really fast. A white checkerboard. It's kind of like a light gray instead of a white, which is a little interesting. And the light actually reflects off this quite a bit. You see, it kind of dims the lighting on the camera. So yeah, now let's take a look at McQueen. Now obviously this is, again, made in Vietnam, so the expression may look a little different than usual. But I obviously still absolutely love its expression. Reminds me very much of the Drag Racer, which you can see in the background. I will show in a little bit. It's got the 95 below his left headlight. He's got the new black decals on his body, first on the hood. It's got these new lightning bolts, which I really like. Oh. XRS logo, just like on the pit stop barrier. And you've even got his initials, XRS/LMQ, which I definitely like. They obviously do that on the rest of the Rocket Racers. It's got these new rims, which are actually completely plated up. See, here in the Cars 3 ones, that's what they normally look like. But obviously here, they're completely covered, because they're obviously going at rocket speeds. XRS logo again. And I keep forgetting my T for these reviews. Piston cup logo right there. It's got this similar bolt, just like on the hood. And then RPM, Revolti, and Clutch A, which are very, very grainy. Which kind of reminds me of Thailand, but not really as grainy as Thailand. And you see back rim, it's actually bigger than the front, which I will get to in a little bit. Now you see his windows are actually completely bolted up. And these are not plastic inserts like before. This is all metal. It's a little arrow, obviously meant to be like sort of a warning. 95 at the back, XRS LMQ again. Still got his Lightning McQueen signature on the roof. And then the new XR Rocket Racer 95, which is different from the usual 95. And he's got this like new fin on the back, which I definitely like as well. And obviously here are the flames, right here. And they obviously do rotate. See there. And 95 on the back, and then a separate bumper piece where he is still representing Rusty's medicated bumper ointment. And obviously, this is the main feature of the Rocket Racer, similar to the Drag Racer. When the back wheels rotate or move, the flames rotate. Yeah, they do oftentimes stick a little bit. But this is definitely still a really, really cool feature. Sometimes you gotta move them, just get them to work. I think this is just on mine, to be honest. And before I forget, here's the base. And it actually does have a date stamp right there. It's just a little hard to see. Obviously made in Vietnam. And the Mattel Netherlands address. So that is it for Rocket Racer McQueen. Now I'm going to bring in the Mud Racer and the Drag Racer for comparisons. I also got a whole McQueen horde over here. Yeah, just look at how much he's evolved over the XRS series. First, start with the Mud Racer, he became a Drag Racer, and now he's a Rocket Racer. It's just amazing. And I'm sorry for the yawning. And you can see how he's actually gotten a lot of black added back into his design. Obviously, it does not have the taillights now because of the flames. Now for the Drag Racer, which I feel has a very similar expression to the Rocket Racer. See, the eyebrows are very similar. And yeah, the Drag Racer really kind of hinted the Rocket Racer getting a lot of black added into his design because he has it on the back. That rhymed into play the game. Bars! And he also has flames too, actually. These are actually a little bit more translucent than these. When I point that out. And the wheels on here are actually a lot bigger compared to the ones on the Rocket Racer. And yeah, the Rocket Racer works very similarly to the Drag Racer, where the front wheels cause the pistons to move, whereas the Rocket Racer, and my camera's gone off focus, the back wheels have the flames rotate. So yeah, it's definitely really cool there. Actually, before I forget, I want to show the evolution of the XRS logo. So there it is on the Mud Racer. And then here it is on the Drag Racer. A little bit different, not too much. This one's obviously much more of a red color than orange. This one was kind of green from orange to, or red to yellow. And now, of course, for laughs and giggles, here is the evolution of McQueen. Starting with the classic McQueen from Cars 1. Just look at this. 14 years, 2006, or 2005 technically. 14 to 15 years, 2005 to 2020. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Oh yeah, this side's the exact same. Forgot to show that. Put him back there. And then here's the Hudson Horn Piston Cup / Intro McQueen from the beginning of Cars 2. Then here's the World Grand Prix McQueen. And like I said with the Drag Racer, he has a similar expression to the World Grand Prix McQueen. I guess Mattel really likes that expression, World Grand Prix McQueen expression, so now they're using it a lot more. Can bring this in a little closer. And here's the intro Rusty's McQueen from the beginning of Cars 3. Again, similar expression, but a little bit different with the Rusty's McQueen. And obviously different Rusty's text logos. And finally, the Cars 3/Remembrance McQueen. Obviously, this one has the same sort of mouth as the Cars 3 McQueen. Same with Drag Racer. And obviously, this does not have any flames, more like just a typical bolt. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my XRS Rocket Racers Lightning McQueen review. Actually gonna get a very cool shot right here. And put these two in the back. So yeah, that is it for my review of the XRS Rocket Racer Lightning McQueen. I will link to my reviews of the Mud Racer and the Drag Racer in the description below. As usual, social media links are down there as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Love all you folks to death. And of course, don't forget to keep it rigid.